Austin's a very different city. It's a 60% single city, so it's very young. There are a lot of college students. In some ways, it does represent the emerging generation from all over our country. One of the main things we've seen is that this is a generation that is spiritually hungry, but they're very cynical about Christianity and about the church.
I thought Christianity was sort of a joke. I considered myself to be feminist and proud of it. And from what I understood about Christianity, those things didn't mix real well. So I came to support my husband. I did not come to, get on the bandwagon.
I did some things that I didn't think that anybody would ever approve of. And didn't feel comfortable walking to church. Felt like that it was probably gonna fall down on me if I did walk into it.
We've tried to create a place where people can be what I think everybody longs to be, which is accepted right where they are, but knowing that they're not yet where God intends them to be, or even where they know deep down inside they need to be. And so a community that's willing to accept them but be authentic about the fact that we're all in process.
I realized that the pastors were real people. They had wives, they had children, they'd get upset, they had struggles, and they were open about that.
Everybody is just where you are. You just are where you are. It's so raw, it's so real. It encourages community and tangible love.
It was interesting to see people coming back to the church who hadn't been to church, who were truly seeking out and trying to find something. I got an opportunity to start hearing their stories and their backgrounds and see them come to faith and see them taking that phrase, no perfect people allowed, to the nth degree of, well, this is my imperfect, can you handle that? And the church proving over and over again that they could.
One of the things as we were building this facility is we wanted it to be close and intimate as much as we could, and to represent the value of community. So as you walk on to the campus, it doesn't really look churchy. It looks more like some of the outdoor hangout places you would see around Austin. You go into the children's building, and a lot of our volunteers, they had this vision for painting and creating the architecture of the inside that would capture a kid's imagination of this adventure. This idea that doing life with God is an adventure that a kid wants to be on. I mean, the courtyard and the garage is really about community. It looks more alive and creative and outdoors, because that is Austin. It captures who Austin is and what we're like.
I read the bulletin, it said, "Come as you are and no perfect people allowed." And that's what I always wanted. I wanted to just come as I was. And that's what I found true. I was a little skeptical maybe a moment when I read it, but it was proven true immediately.
Reaching the emerging generation is no different than the wrestling match they had in Acts 15 with how do we communicate in a way that's relevant, so that they understand that these things they're wrestling with and these things they're wanting, deep down the answer is to be a part of the community of Christ.